Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Welcome everyone out there in YouTube land. I hope everyone survived Halloween, and thank you for tuning in to Sioux City Metro Varsity Hockey. Today is Saturday, November 5th. I want to thank the Beller family for allowing us to attend the Todd Beller Cancer benefit. Here are the lineups. Introductions of the Mason City Mohawks. And here's our introduction of the Sioux City Metros. Jared Heil, senior defenseman from Akron Westfield. Young Christian Peterson gets his first start. D-Man Jr. from Sioux City East. Drake Beller, number 42, junior defenseman, Sioux City North. And our captain, James Page, forward junior, Sioux City East. And number 14, Tanner Frericks, senior from Sioux City East. Two seniors, and there's Carter Manthorn, goaltender, junior from Bishop Heelan. All right, who's ready for some hockey? Want to thank everyone for joining us on YouTube today on the Burke Lake channel. Got 17 minutes on the scoreboard here. Sioux City in the white sweaters with green numbers. And the Mason City Mohawks in red with a star and the M on the front of their jersey, black helmets. I'll be right in tune with Mason City. Last week I was calling Waterloo Mason City many times, but here we go. Sioux City Metro Varsity Hockey versus Mason City Mohawks. Officials are making sure the goalies are good, scoreboard's good, and here we go. Let's play Metro hockey. Tanner wins the draw. Peterson up the walls through the neutral zone. Tanner working the forecheck. Drake Beller, first one there in the corner. Tanner has it centering. Page scores! 13 seconds into the game, James Page scores from in front of the net. Wow. Drake Beller worked it on the half wall. Back down into the corner to Tanner. Tanner centering past to Page. No one checked Page in front of the net, and he taps her in for a 1-goal lead. Sioux City Metro's on the board. Woo! Oh, that's a way to start your Saturday afternoon. Let's do it again, boys. Peterson tried to wrap it around. Now Heil deep. Drake there chasing. Mason City going back behind their goal. 13 seconds into the contest. James Page strikes pay dirt. You know, 13 seconds before that, the referee asked the goaltenders if they were ready. They both said yes, they were. Apparently one wasn't telling the truth, I guess. Holy cow. 16 minutes left on the clock. Sioux City up 1-0. Mason City turned back. Novak on the forecheck with Lewison. Lewison on the forecheck. Chadwick's on the half wall. Mason City to center ice. Visser and Newman chasing. Going to be icing. So Carter Manthorn Jr. from Bishop Heelan in net today. Once again, he's wearing those gold and green with white pads, right-handed stick. Sioux City's got their second line out there. Novak, Lewison, and Chadwick. Back to Newman. Newman at the point. Wraps it around behind the goal. Chadwick's going to be the first one there. Goes past Chadwick. Visser pokes it back in. Visser goes horizontal to keep it in the zone. But here comes Mason City on a breakaway. And Manthorn, pad save to the corner. Centering pass for Mason City. Chadwick tries to get it out but can't. Mason City applying some pressure here. 15-26 centering pass. In the corner, Mason City. Newman chipping it around and takes a big hit. There's another big hit. Chadwick tried to check the guy off the puck. Novak on a forecheck there. And we're going to get a new line. Taylor out for the first time. Taylor and Chadwick. Novak gets off the ice. He's tired. First shift today. Few bodies flying around. Erickson out with Taylor. Chadwick's got a... There Chadwick goes, and Menzenberg's on the ice now. Taylor with Visser, and Menzenberg coming into the play. Erickson. Heil has the puck at the red line. Heil throws it deep. Mason City's getting a change. Visser's off the ice. Worden's on now. 14:30 left in the first period. Sioux City up 1-0. Heil and Worden on the blue line in front of Carter Manthorn. Face off to the right of the Mason City goaltender. Taylor, Erickson, and Menzenberg. Erickson to the corner. Menzenberg back to Erickson. Past everybody. Taylor has it. Taylor centering right to Mason City. Mason City turns, comes the other way. Worden stands a guy up. Mason City gains the zone. Worden's deep partner Heil comes over and helps him out. Back behind the goal, Heil there. Heil working. Menzenberg in the corner. There goes Heil with a big check. Worden took the centering guy. Nice job there. The captain for Mason City, number 24, Adrian Dubras. He tried to center it, but our D-man was there, took the guy cutting to the front of the net. Let the puck go all the way through. Started our breakout. When you miss that centering pass, that is a sure breakout for the other team. There's James Page. Takes the puck out of the air. Enters the zone with Drake. Page get in the corner. Page turn the corner. Looking for Frericks. Oh, Grant Newman. And here comes Mason City. Grant Newman with a great back check. Weak shot on goal there. Grant Newman really was applying pressure. Mason City did not get off a strong shot there. Back around. Newman's first one there with Drake. Chips it to Drake. Drake has Tanner. Oh! Tanner with speed through the neutral zone. Drake just couldn't get it to him. Visser defending. Puck never got to the front of the net. Drake trying to get Tanner again. It's going to be icing unless Tanner can get there. No, Tanner got there first. They wave off the icing. Mason City, 12:48 left. Jackson Jones for Mason City. got the puck out. Jackson Jones gets it back. Jackson goes to number 38, Grant Luricki. Oh, nice pass from Chadwick to Lewis, and Lewis in front. Oh, he's denied by the goaltender, number 32, Andy Hitchcock. Stonewalls. Chase Lewison on a fantastic play. Turned the corner in front with his right-handed shot. Lewis, Mason City wins the draw, goes back, wraps it around. Chadwick trying to deny the breakout. Here comes Mason City. They get it to neutral zone. Peterson chasing with Heil. Lewison said good morning to number 23 from Mason City in front. Oh, good stretch pass. Novak to Chadwick. Chadwick center. It goes off the side of the net. Novak was waiting out front. Heil chips it back up the boards and takes a big hit. 11:51 left in the first period. After the first 13 seconds, we've been pretty even so far. Mason City, Mohawks, Sioux City, Metros. The big man, Jarrett Heil, just gets it out to center ice. Novak tries to chip it up. Lewison has it. Lewison gains the zone. He's got a 3-on-2. He was looking for a hooking call. Centers it. No one home. Peterson there. Peterson keeps it in the zone. Nice poke check there by Peterson. And Novak gives somebody a little shot as he gets off the ice on the bench. Drake Beller gets the puck out of the zone. Got Tanner and Page and Drake. Drake's looking back at his skates like, I got to get these things sharpened. Tanner shoots, save, number 32, Mason City. Tanner kind of had it on his backhand, brought it back to his forehand, and shot it in there. All right, face-off to the right of the Mason City goaltender. Tanner, Beller, Page, Visser, and Newman. 11:04 left. Referee says, no, the guy wasn't off the ice yet. Can't drop the puck. Mason City has 6 guys, 6 skaters. Mason City wins the draw. Back to the corner, up the half wall. Kept in by Newman. Oh, deflected. Didn't even get to the goal. Newman working. Tanner there. Newman working. Drake kept it in. Drake pulled it out. Drake slid it over to Page. Page shoots. Oh, he had the top shelf. He just went over. Penalty. It's going to be a penalty. Cross-check. They cross-check Drake Beller. Number 37, Jacob Lang, going in the penalty box for 2 minutes. 10:40 left in the first period. Shots on goal 4. 1 for Mason City. So Sioux City's going to have a one-man advantage. Out on the power play, we got Lewison, Tanner, Page, Drake, and Heil. They move Drake back to the D. Tanner to Page, Page to Drake. Drake on the blue line. Drake looking over to Heil. We have Tanner, he scores! We had Chase Lewison in front. I don't know if he hit it. I think Heil just hit it on the upper right corner over the glove of the goaltender. So it went from Tanner to Page, Page on the half wall. Page got it over to Drake. Drake dangled, sent it over to the big man Heil. Heil went to his right. The goaltender couldn't even see it. I think that was Tanner in front. Tanner was in front. Then a Mason City player tried to take Tanner out. Couldn't take Tanner out, but the goaltender couldn't see. Heil buried it with a shot above the glove of the goaltender. 2-0 Sioux City. There goes Taylor. Taylor to Menzenberg. And here comes Mason City. Heil and Worden defending in front of Manthorn. Taylor's going to be the first one to get there, but he fans on it. Getting pressure by Mason City. Worden in the corner. Erickson helping him. Worden, now Taylor again. Worden checks him, pins him to the board. Erickson has a big body check. Stick save to the corner for Manthorn. 9:58 left, even strength. Center ice, Joe Erickson on the forecheck. Joe Erickson hustling back. There's Heil. Heil takes a check, and Taylor just gets it out. Gonna be icing. 9:42 left. in the first period. Sioux City up 2-0. We got the YouTube link out to the Mason City parents, so we want to welcome them to the broadcast as well. Mason City Mohawks in red here today. Down 2-0. Going to be battling all day. Oh, that's going to be icing. Unsure what happened there. Face off to the left of Carter Manthorn. Chadwick, Lewison, and Novak with Newman and Visser on D. Mason City won the draw, but here comes Sioux City. Odd man rush, 2-on-1. Novak shoots. Blocker save above everybody. Visser keeps it in. Oh, I thought he wanted to go all the way down to Novak. Novak was under the paint. Here comes Mason City. Gotten around Lewison. Lewison there against Newman. Visser. Mason City has it behind the goal line. Mason City cycling and deflected there by Lewison. Novak on a back check. Visser and Grant Newman are still in front of Manthorn. Mason City looking, cycling, trying to get something going. Back to the point. Number 12 from Mason City takes a whack at it, whiffs. Under the goal line, Mason City cycling. Defending Visser and Newman. Center pass. No shot on goal. Those deep partners of Visser and Newman are very strong, not letting anything get to Manthorn. And then if it does get to Manthorn, here comes Tanner. Manthorn will shut the door. Oh, Tanner tried to get it to Page. Back to the point. Peterson shoots. No shot on goal. Deflected to the corner. Page working on the half wall with Drake. Tanner has it behind the goal. Tried to center. Just jumped off his stick. Mason City tries to get up, but they can't. Page keeps it in. Here comes Tanner. Tanner to Page. Page with his backhand. Heil shoots. Deflected. Shot. Stick save. It's loose. It's still loose. Here comes Peterson shoots. Oh, Peterson went to the far corner. No, that's a good shot. Peterson tried to go to the side because the front was too congested. He's just looking for a deflection in there. Peterson throws it in again. Pad save. Drake to Tanner. Tanner behind with Page. Tanner to Heil. Heil keeps it in. What a job by Heil. Oh, and it's deflected by number 3 for Mason City. Drake had a check. Peterson takes it up to Beller. Beller to Page. Page has it with Beller. Page looking. Page centering. Nobody home. And Tanner checks him off the puck. Mason City has it and just clears it out. And it's even strength, so that's going to be icing. 7:15 left. Sioux City up 2-0. Wow, that was some big pressure there by the Sioux City Metro hockey team. Face off to the left of the Mason City goaltender, number 32, Andy Hitchcock. Got Lewison, Chadwick, Novak with Newman and Visser in front of Manthorn. Newman spins around, puck behind the goal. Novak's going to be the first one there. Novak working. Novak chipping it back to Visser. Visser takes a shot but misses everything. And here Chadwick thought about leveling a guy from behind, but he laid off wisely. Senior Sam Chadwick. Had a birthday this week. Happy birthday, Sam. Here we go. Newman trying to get it in. Mason City coming the other way. Oh, big check by Visser. And there's another check by Chadwick. Visser has it over to Newman. Newman looking for the breakout. Newman sees Lewison at center ice. Throws it up to Chadwick. Think Lewison's out of gas. Nope, he's staying out there. They're asking for a line change. They got to wait. Here we go. Here's our breakout. Newman up the ice to Chadwick and turned away by Mason City. Here comes Newman. Newman and Menzenberg. Newman shoots, deflected. Now we get a change. Here we go. We have Taylor and Heil. Erickson on the back check. Shot, misses everything. Erickson, first one there with Mason City. And there's a big check by Christian P. No, that's Taylor. And Manthorn with a blocker save over everything. Heil zips it around. No icing, they say. Manthorn with a nice blocker save on the last shot by Mason City. Here we go. Worden working into the corner. Turns. Worden whips it around to Taylor. and it's all the way through. Here comes Erickson chasing. Joe Erickson working. And Mason City whips it around to Menzenberg, first one there. Menzenberg keeping it in. Here comes Taylor to pick up the scraps. Erickson out front. Taylor over to Heil. Oh, Heil came down. Worden going to help his D partner out. And Worden through neutral zone. There's Taylor. Taylor trying to get it out of the zone, but blocked by Mason City. There's Heil. Oh, centering pass. Worden came back just to get enough of that shot. Hopped over Manthorn, but he was ready. And the puck in the net. The captain, James Page, helps him to get it out. Whew, 5:01 left in the first period. Sioux City up 2-0. Mason City's getting a little feisty out there. Elbows are flying. Sioux City's elbows are flying. They're kind of getting a little mojo going. Drake Beller got checked off the puck. Mason City coming the other way. Tanner got caught in Tanner's skates. And Tanner takes a hi, how are you from Baskerville. There's a trip. Sioux City, oh, Drake just gave it up. Drake gave it up, so it's going to be Mason City in the box. Sioux City's going on a 2-minute, one-man advantage. 4:33 left. Sioux City up 2-0. Sioux City power play. Page, Tanner, Drake, Lewison, and Heil. They move Drake from the forward back to the D to join Heil. And here we go. Tanner wins the draw. 4:30 left. And there goes Lewison. Lewison to Tanner. Tanner gets the zone. Controls it. Tanner behind the goal. Tanner with Page. Tanner shoots. Misses everything. Heil keeps it in. No, popped out. Heil at center ice. Heil over to Drake. Drake has it. Drake looking. Drake through center. Drake gains the zone. Sets it up. Drake still has it. Drake below the goal line. Drake with Tanner. Drake back to Tanner. Tanner looks. Tanner has Page. Tanner circling. Tanner over to Heil. Heil blast one. Misses everything. Tanner has it. 2:51 left. Minute 15 left. Tanner to Page. Page circling. Page at the top of the circle. Shoots. It's deflected. Tanner has it. Tanner got pinched off behind the goal. Mason City. Now Tanner working with Page. Page brings out. Page to Heil. Heil blaster. Oh, Lewison tried to chip it up but couldn't. Tanner's working. Page takes a shot at it. Goodness gracious, he must have 5 shots there. And a shot on goal for Manthorn. Manthorn sends it to Drake. Drake turns, see who he has. Drake sends it over to Heil. Bouncing puck, hard to handle. 3:15 left, 40 seconds left in the one-man advantage for Sioux City. Drake still with control to Lewison. Lewison gains the zone. Tanner's in front. Oh, centering pass by Lewison just behind Tanner. Just a bit. There's Lewison. Lewison in the corner for Tanner. Tanner's first one there. Tanner turns to Lewison. Lewison shoots. Lewison shoots again. Behind the goal. Lewison has it. Tanner in front. No, Tanner just got deflected. Great shot, and they just cleared out. 8 seconds left. Tanner, a little frustrated there. Bangs his stick on the ice. Thought it should have been a point there. They had a really nice movement. Here comes Taylor. Taylor to Erickson. Erickson in the zone with Taylor. Taylor has it, throws it in the zone. 2:22 left in the first period. Sioux City up 2-0. Number 28 takes it. I think that's Jackson. I called his name a couple times. Jackson Jones. Yes, I was correct. And Mason City gets out. Menzenberg sends it back in. He scores! Menzenberg! Oh, goodness. Menzenberg from between the blue line and the red line. He thought he was playing basketball. He threw a bouncing ball to the goaltender. Just jumped under his blocker, and he couldn't control it. So Mason City tries to get it out. There's a turnover. It comes to Menzenberg is backpedaling. It was like a fadeaway jumper from deep. He's backpedaling, chips it in, bounces to the goaltender. The goaltender can't contain a bouncing puck. He yelled over to the coach. He said, I'm a hockey player, not a basketball player. I can't control that bouncing puck. Here we go. Menzenberg, Taylor, and Erickson in front of Visser and Newman. In front of the junior from Bishop Heelan, Carter Manthorn. Carter's dad, assistant coach on the team. There's a shot by Mason City, misses everything. Carter's dad also one of Sioux City's finest here in town. Sioux City police officer. 3-0. Sioux City Metro Varsity up, 1:48 left in the first quarter. Lewison, Novak, and Chadwick. Visser, first one there. Visser's younger brother played today. Had the game won, but then a few lackadaisical shifts, and they end up taking it on the short end of the stick. You got to keep playing every second of the game. Last week, the JV had a chance to win. We were up 2-0, had an empty net, ended up losing in a shootout. So got to play to the whistle. 1:18 left in our first period. Here comes Lewison. Lewison has Chadwick with him. Lewison shoots. Blocker save by Mason City. 1:09 left. Over to Newman. Newman chips it in. Lewison working. Novak working. Chadwick on the half wall. Mason City has it. Goes back. Number 47. That is Speed Toyne with it. Visser keeps it in. Visser with a blast. 48 seconds left in the first period here. Stretch pass. Visser's got to get there. No, Mason City has it. Should have been offsides, and it is. So the man with the puck, and the man has to have control of the puck, needs to go in first. The man went in first. The puck was all by itself, came in second. Official correctly blew the whistle. Offsides. All right, Tanner, Page, and Drake with Peterson and Heil. Manthorn will cover up. 31 seconds left in the first period. Shots on goal, 12 for Sioux City, 4 for Mason City. But the most important numbers are those red ones on the scoreboard, and those are goals. Sioux City 3, Mason City 0. 31 seconds left. Tanner, Sioux City. Mason City wins the draw. Shot over everything. Page chips it up. Center ice. Oh, Tanner takes a big check. Page. Page back to Peterson. Mason City gets around. Blocker save. May have missed everything, but Carter was there. Here comes Page. Page has Tanner. And Drake. Page checked off the puck. Page. And that's the end of the first period. Page is skating backwards, talking to Mason City guy. Number 12 for Mason City comes over. Nick helps and says, hey, that's enough. Page still talking backwards. And there goes Sioux City. So after one complete, we'll clean the ice. Sioux City Metro 3, Mason City 0. We'll see you in about 10 minutes after they shave and flood the ice. All right, here we go. Second period. Officials are asking for Sioux City to get out there. Ready to drop the puck. 17 minutes on the scoreboard. Sioux City leading. 17-0 on the board. Tanner wins the draw to Peterson. Peterson up the board. Page chips it into Tanner. Has Drake in front. Shoots. Stick save to the corner. Tanner there. Tanner applying the check. Center ice Peterson. Peterson back in all the way around. Tanner's going to be the first one there, I believe. Yes, he is. Tanner with Drake. Page behind the goal. Page chasing. Mason City trying to get their breakout going, and they do not. They finally get it out of the zone. Page there applying a forecheck. Center ice. Number 26, Hopkins throws it back in. Take a check from Heil. Here comes Peterson. Peterson with Page. Page whips it around to Drake on the half wall. Drake trying to get it out. And Drake does. Drake gets it out. Back to Tanner. Drake goes to the middle. Tanner goes to the side. Shoot, deflected by Mason City. Number 5 for Mason City. Drake out in front. Drake walking in front. Tries to go backhand high. Short side. And back to Tanner. Tanner's going to be the first one there. Tanner wins the race. Back to Page. Page has it. Walking in front. Page shoots. Oh, he tried to go 5-hole. Mason City. Oh, there's a penalty. Number 26 threw down Drake Beller, and it's a penalty. Great shot by Heil. Interference. I believe that's going to be number 26, Terrell Hopkins. No, I apologize to the Hopkins family. It's number 5, Jacob Mattil. Jacob, 2 minutes in the penalty, 15:38 left in the second period. 2-minute power play, Sioux City Metro. Tanner, Lewison, Page, Heil, and Drake. Mason City down. Mason City clears it all the way down. Carter Manthorn to Page. Page back to Heil. Heil over to Drake. Drake up the wall. Drake keeps it. Drake through center ice. Drake gets the zone and chases. There's Beller. Beller, oh, I think that's Lewison that fell down. Gets past Tanner. Page and Heil have to regroup. Carter Manthorn stopped the puck. Now whipped it around to Page. Page coming with speed. And the breakout. 15 minutes left in the second period. Page gains his zone. Page shoots. It's deflected by Mason City. Page has it, turns, looks. Back to the point to Beller. Beller skating. There goes Heil. Heil will shoot. And a glove save. Kind of caught it in his elbow armpit area. 14:47 left in the second period. 1 minute, 10 seconds left in the power play. Here's our number 2 power play coming out. Taylor, Menzenberg, Erickson, Visser, Newman. 14:47 left in the second period. Scores 3-0, Sioux City leading. Erickson. Erickson chips it over to Menzenberg. Menzenberg back to Visser. Visser at the point. Menzenberg. Menzenberg on the half wall. Tried to get a centering pass, and Mason City will clear it. That's number 44, Bryce Butler for Mason City. Clear it. Here comes Newman. Newman looking. Head up. Newman across the red line. Chips it in. Erickson and Taylor there. Taylor chipped over his stick, and Visser shoots. On the half wall, Mason City will be there. Mason City clears it all the way down. Manthorn stops it, looks, leaves the puck for Visser. Visser over for Newman. Newman turns. D partners work extremely well together. Visser and Newman. Here comes Newman. Newman gains the zone and shoots. Menzenberg back to Lewison. Lewison to Taylor. Taylor back to Lewison. Oh no, that's Joe Erickson. Excuse me. Joe Erickson chopping vegetables. Joe Erickson gets it back. Menzenberg. Erickson still has it. Erickson back to Newman. Newman looks. Who's open? There's Menzenberg. Menzenberg's open. Back to Taylor. Taylor in the corner. Taylor cycles. Here comes Taylor. All the way over to Visser. Visser walks in. Visser shoots. Stick save to the corner. Newman shoots. No, it's deflected by Mason City. Even strength now. 13:25 left to go. Menzenberg keeps it back in the zone. And here comes Mason City on their breakout. Kept in by Visser. There's Novak. Too many men on the ice, maybe. No. Just out of play. My fault. Chase Lewison reaches down with his glove, picks up the puck for the official. 13:14 left in the second period. Chadwick, Lewison, and Novak. Lewison chasing. Heil and Worden on D in front of Manthorn. 13 minutes left in the second period. Sioux City up 3-0. Here comes a captain for Mason City, number 24, Adrian DeBra. Trying to get around Worden. Worden pokes it from him. Worden up the half wall. No, it's kept in by Mason City. Here goes. Is that Lewison? Lewison working. Lewison with Worden. And Worden takes the puck away. Lewison back in the, Worden poke checks it to Novak, almost out. Chadwick has to turn and look. Chadwick takes a check, but he gets it out. Lewison chips it into the zone. Little interference there by Peterson from Mason City. No call. Novak gets a check in the back. There goes Lewison. Lewison working against two guys. Lewison's whacking at him. Oh, there's an elbow, Chadwick. They got Sam Chadwick with elbowing on number 5 for Mason City. And there's a check by Heil. They're saying both of them. Oh, they're taking both Heil and Chadwick. We're going to be 2 men down. So Chadwick applied an elbow in the Mason City zone on the half wall. Then play resumed because Mason City still had the possession. And then Heil had a check at the end of the play into the wall. And he's such a big guy. He did get his arms up a little bit. He came up. When you lift your arms above your shoulders, they're going to call either a elbow or charging there, and they did. So 5-on-3 for Mason City, 2:11 in the second period. Mason City regroups. Here comes Jones. Jones has it at center ice. Over to Lassie. Lassie gains his zone. We have Tanner, Page, and Drake out. Shot! Oh, he missed everything. Oh. Want to welcome our friends from Mason City. Longtime Sioux City resident Pat McAleer has family back in Mason City, just arrived in the building. Pat McAleer and his family and his wife Marie. I know they have a relative on the team, so I'll have to effort that and get that back to you. But Pat McAleer finally has arrived just in time to see Mason City on a 3-on-5 for another minute 20 left. Here comes Mason City trying to gain the zone against Page and Drake Beller. Back behind the net, Carter Manthorn, save! No goal, 11:20 left. 1 minute, 9 seconds left on a 5-on-3. We're gonna get fresh legs out there. It's gonna be Lewison, Erickson, and Newman against Mason City. Carter Manthorn, boy, if we can pull this off, kill a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes straight, whoa. Lewison wins the draw. Visser whips it all the way down. 1 minute, 5 seconds left. 1 minute, 4. Every second, so precious. Here comes Mason City, under a minute left. And neutral zone, here comes Hahn. Oh, Lewison's got to get back up. It's a 5-on-2. And Lewison does. Lewison gets back in the zone. Here comes Mason City. Newman, Visser. Newman applying pressure. Over to the blue line. There goes Lewison. Lewison, poke check, and Newman gets it out. Here comes Newman. 35 seconds left. Newman just sends it all the way down. Newman, Visser, and Lewison are trying to kill this off. 27 seconds left. Here comes Mason City through center ice. Number 5. That's Jacob Mateel. And a nice check there. 5-on-5 there. Uh-oh. Got to get it out now. 14 seconds. A shot. Stick save over everything. Wow, that jumped up over the net. 6 seconds left. Lewison checking. Lewison working. Newman sends it to himself, and Lewison sends it down. They're out. It's a 2-on-1. Here comes Chadwick. Oh, back to Heil. Oh, they came out of the box right as the puck went to the neutral zone. And there's going to be another penalty. That was just crazy. Chadwick and Heil came out of the box together. It was a 2-on-1. Chadwick tried to go back to Heil. Heil went back to Chadwick. They lost possession of the puck. Then Chadwick and another guy were fighting in the back corner, and they called a penalty on the other guy because he took Chadwick's stick and threw it away, even though Chadwick had the stick on the side of his neck. The Mason City player took exception to that and threw the stick away, and the referee said, you can't do that. All right, so we have Tanner back to Heil, to Beller. So the faceoff was out of the zone because that's where the puck was when they blew the whistle. So here we go. Lewison and Tanner. Drake Beller spins around. Here comes Mason City with speed. Number 24, the captain of Mason City, has it behind the goal, and he gets checked by Heil. Off the puck, Page back to Drake. Sioux City's got a one-man advantage for a minute and 30. Stretch pass from Drake to Lewison. Lewison weaves around, still has possession of the puck. Lewison chopping vegetables over there. And Tanner has it. Tanner behind the net. Tanner working, kicks it to himself. Must have been pretty good at soccer because he knows how to use his feet. Tanner back to Page. Page in front, shoots! Blocker save. Page back to Tanner. Tanner looking. Tanner back to Heil. Heil on the point. Heil with a blast. Pad save. Rebound. It's still loose. Heil gets it. Heil collects it. Back to Tanner. Past Tanner. And Mason City tries to clear it, but Page is there. Page with Tanner. Page cycling. And Lewison centering. Drake comes down. Lewison to Page, and he scores! Drake came down for the shot. It went behind the net. Lewison got it, sent it back out to Page in front. Page and Drake were there. Take your turns. Page just got it. Went high over the glove into the net for the fourth goal of the game. Sioux City leading 4-0. Page sends it. Drake shoots it. Goes back to Lewison. Page in front. Two Mason City defenders there, letting Sioux City score. 8:20 left in the second period. Sioux City up 4-0. I got Taylor, Erickson, and Menzenberg out with Visser and Newman in front of Manthorn. 8 minutes left. Sioux City leading 4-0. Mason City on the breakout. Mason City gets it out of the zone. Center ice. Taylor turns it back. No, here comes Mason City. Gain the zone. Number 2 takes a check from Newman. That's Cole Baskerville from Mason City. Oh, Visser tries to apply a check to Lassie. Oh, walking right out in front. Menzenberg kept it out. Then Taylor. Taylor goes to Erickson. Erickson. Wow. Should have been head contact or checking in the boards or something, but Erickson went in the boards hard after he cleared the puck. Gave his body up, got it out of the zone, and then took a crazy check. I don't believe that's legal to take a guy's stick out of their hand, but I guess the referee was there and thought that was not a penalty. Here comes Novak with the white gloves. Number 92, offsides. Chadwick or Worden? I didn't see which one was offsides. 7 minutes, 3 seconds left to go in the second period. Worden at the faceoff. Chadwick and Novak with him. Mason City gains. Yeah, I just saw on the replay. Chadwick was a step too soon getting in the blue line. Stick save with Manthorn to the corner. Peterson there. Peterson kicked it back with his skate behind the goal. Chadwick with a check. Here's Peterson. Peterson working. Worden going to chase. Peterson. Worden with the puck. Worden comes out. Worden has Novak up to Chadwick. Chadwick just chips it in there. Worden's going to be the first one there. No, Novak is. Oh, goaltender covers up. Number 32, Andy Hitchcock. Shots on goal, 20 for the Metros, 10 for the Mohawks. Goals 4-0, 6:24 left in the second period. Everybody's getting fresh legs. We got Tanner, Beller, Page in front of Heil, and Peterson in front of Manthorn. Mason City controls the faceoff, whips it around. Number 3 for Mason City, Drake Hadachek is there. Oh, there's a cross check, no call. 37 took a big check, and Tanner comes in to lay it back to Lang. And a shot, pad save. Mason City comes out. 37 takes a check from Page. 37 punches him, saying, "Thank you very much." Boom. Oh, goodness. 5-hole. Mason City scored. Carter had the short side. Then he just started crossing to the other side. Once he opened up those legs, they shot it just inside his right leg as he's coming down the right side. Shot it just inside his right leg and it bounced to the back of the net. Carter wishes he had that one back. Sioux City still leading 4-1. Carter's playing very strong in net today. Newman there with the captain, Deborah. Mason City behind the goal, centering pass. Mason City turns, shoots. Just takes it back to the corner, Newman there. Newman with Deborah again. Visser. Visser has it behind the goal. Here comes Visser. Visser, stretch pass to Lewison. Lewison through the neutral zone. Lewison takes it in, Chadwick onside. Lewison to the corner. Novak in front, Novak in front. Lewison turning. And here comes Mason City. Visser with a big check. Kept it in the zone. Lewison kept it in the zone. Mason City turning. 5 minutes left in the second period. And a shot by Johns. Glove save by Manthorn. Face off to the left of Manthorn. New line out there will be Tanner, Page, and Drake with Worden and Heil in front of Manthorn. Face off to the left of Manthorn. 5 minutes left in the second period. Mason City shoots. Page on the half wall. Page swings at it. Worden hacks at it. Back deep. Page applying pressure. Tanner there. Tanner gets it. Tanner with Drake and Worden. Tanner takes it in around everybody and just goes hard with his shoulder down to the front of the net and backhand into an empty net there as the goaltender was covering the short side. So I believe that's going to be Tanner basically got it, took it from inside his blue line. He had Drake and Worden in the middle. Tanner lowers his shoulder, comes in, and backhand top shelf on the far side as he skates by. Mason City controls the faceoff. Heil backhand in the neutral zone. Drake chips it in. Same lineup here, 4:31 left. Heil and Worden there. Worden's going to be the first one there. Worden looking. Worden over to Page. Page on the half wall. Page turns. Page up but not out. Mason City keeps it in. Worden has it. Worden stretch pass to Beller. Beller to Tanner. Tanner with speed. Tanner shake and bake. Tanner backhand up high. Blocker save over everything. Worden chips it back into Page. And it's a glove save. 4:02 left. Nice pressure by that line. 4:02 left in the second period. Sioux City up 5-1. Here we go, 4:02 left. Taylor, Erickson, Menzenberg. Now in the NHL, that'd be a 2-minute penalty, delay a game, as Erickson threw it high off the glass, went out of play. But in high school hockey here in Iowa, that is not a penalty. They just call that a face-off out of the zone. Here we're going. We're saying, folks, the other assistant official said back up to the wingmen. Sioux City wins the draw. Visser into the zone. Visser into the zone with Erickson and Taylor. And Menzenberg we have. Visser applying pressure. Menzenberg chips it back. No, Mason City has it. Offside. Offside, number 11 from Mason City, J.J. Hahn. He was in the zone, and then the puck slowly trickled across the blue line. That's offsides. 3:43 left in the second period, 5-1, Sioux City up. Sioux City doubling them up on shots on goal, 22-11. Menzenberg to Erickson. Erickson working. Mason City turns the other way. Neutral ice. Back to Newman. Grant Newman, D-man, backhand. Mason City icing, 3:29 left. Visser and Newman are talking. Hey, Let's bring her back. Let's control it. Let's keep working hard in front of Manthorn here. Chadwick, Lewison, and Novak out for the forwards. Lewison under center. Lewison against number 10, J.J. Hahn. Sioux City wins the draw. Visser back to Newman, just like they talked about. Said, you get it, you pass it to me. Novak got tackled, no penalty. Novak gets it out of the zone. Chadwick applying pressure here to Hopkins at center ice. Goes all the way through. They say no icing. Manthorn left it for Newman. Newman back for Visser. Has Chadwick for the breakout, and he pinches it out to Chadwick all the way to the point. Here comes Visser. Visser has Lewison and Novak joining. Visser shoots. Tried to go 5-hole, closed it down. Lewison was there. Chadwick went back to take Visser's spot on the point. Novak working in the corner. Here comes Lewison. Lewison has it. Lewison back to Novak. Novak has Visser in front. Visser changes with Chadwick. Visser and Novak and Lewison are still working. 2:30 left to go in the second period. Here comes Lewison. He tried to do a fancy play, but he couldn't. Novak tried to center. He couldn't. Chadwick with a big check. And here comes Mason City. No, kept in by Newman. Newman kept it in back to Novak. Here's Chadwick with a blast and deflected. Chadwick with another blast. Got all the way through. And Newman just got leveled in front of their goaltender. No call. Blocker save out of play. Nice job by Manthorn. 2:02 left, 5-1. Sioux City leading in the second period. Take a deep breath. Action's hot and heavy from one end to the other. Face-off coming out of the zone. Tanner, Beller, Page with Peterson and Heil in front of Manthorn. Peterson to Heil. Heil stretch pass to Tanner through center ice. Tanner has Page. Page toe drags. Shoot. Save Mason City. 1:51 left in the second period. Face-off coming to the right of the goaltender, Andy Hitchcock. One game played, 51 minutes. He's got a save percentage at almost 92%, which is extremely high, and that's right where you want to be as a goaltender. Peterson on the forecheck. Mason City still has it. 23, fancy footwork there, taken away by Tanner. Tanner said, what you can do, I can do better, and he gets it out to Drake Beller. Drake applying pressure, center ice to Heil. Heil chips it back, offside, everybody's got to check up, which they do. Here comes Tanner, bouncing puck, and Heil checks. There goes Drake. Drake back to Peterson. No, that was to Page. Peterson now applying, and Peterson just chips it. Hit a Mason City skate. Here's Drake. Drake reaches back and takes a big check from 23. Tanner's kind of holding his breath. Oh, Page tried to do a no-look backhand pass to Tanner. 52 seconds left. Tanner just asked number 5. He said, next time I'm in Mason City, you know any good places to have a good chicken burrito? And he gave him a little shot to the side, and number 5 just shrugged his shoulders and says, I don't eat very much Mexican. So here we go. Erickson into the zone. Center ice. That's Deborah with 37, Lang. Deborah shoots above everything, out of play, face off. In the zone, just on the top of the circle, the official says. 40 seconds left in the second period. We got Newman and Visser in front of Manthorn with Taylor, Menzenberg, and Joe Erickson back into the program. Out of the zone, Mason City, center ice, 30 seconds left in the second period. Menzenberg there, applying pressure. Newman stands him up tall. Newman picks up his stick. Taylor checks a guy. Visser goes down horizontal, trying to keep the puck away, and it's out of play. 16 seconds left. Face off to the right of Manthorn. 16 seconds left. Sioux City leading 5-1. Backhand shot. Manthorn will cover up. 13 seconds left. Caleb Sneller in attendance. Young Iowa State freshman, Sioux City Metro from last year. Oh, there's a shot. Pad save. 8 seconds left. Mason City trying to get one here before the horn blows. Centering pass, and Newman will send it all the way down. 3 seconds left. Icing. 0.7 left. And there it is. They're done. I think they're just going to have a face-off with 14 seconds. Mason City coach pulls the goaltender. I don't know what they're going to put on the clock. 1.4 seconds. So 1.4 seconds left. Face off in front of Manthorn with Chadwick there. Chadwick basically just goes down and Visser covers up. And that's the end of the second period for the second time. So, recap. Score 5-1. Sioux City leading after 2 complete. We're going to clean the ice and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Thank you very much for watching Sioux City Metro Hockey. Test. All right, we're live. We're live again. So I did some recon, and we're good to go. Third period, here we go. Tanner wins to Peterson. Tanner has it with Page, shoots, save, loose. Page is working. Heil keeps it in. No, Page is working on the half wall, the neutral zone. Welcome back to the third period of the Sioux City Metro Varsity hockey game. Quick recap, Sioux City leading 5-1. Shots on goal 26-11. We play Mason City Mohawks. Page with a back check there. Heil has the puck over to Drake. Drake starts the breakout, comes back around. Drake up the middle. Drake to Page. Page up the left side. Page in his white sweater shoots, misses everything. Drake working there on the half wall. Tanner comes and takes it away. Has Heil. Gives it to Heil. Heil shoots. Save, Mason City goaltender. 16:02 left in the third period. Sioux City leading 5-1. Lewison, Chadwick, and Max Beller. Max Beller's out on the ice with Newman and Visser. Visser pitches down. Beller tries to keep the zone but can't. Mason City shot. Blocker save. Into the net. Out of play. 15:51 left. Production manager Burke Lake trying to get me some stats here. With cameraman John Peterson, this is Marty Worden, Sioux City Metro Hockey. Visser up the wall to Max Beller. Max Beller chopping vegetables to Lewison. Lewison has it with Chadwick. Lewison stood up at the blue line by number 28, I believe. And Lewison takes another shot from 28. Beller, left-handed shot. Uh-oh. Chadwick looks like he hurt his hip there. Center ice, Visser checks a man off the puck. 15:15 left in the third period. Newman and Visser. Centering pass. Here comes Max Beller. He has Erickson. Stretch pass. Erickson settles it down. Erickson into the zone. Erickson checked off the puck. Nicely by number 12. Nick Helps from Mason City. Mason City will just dump it in. Menzenberg, Erickson, and Taylor. Here comes Newman. Newman to the corner for Taylor. Too far. Mason City turns it back. Newman sends it back to Visser. Visser has it behind the goal. Visser looking, wraps it around to Menzenberg. Menzenberg tries to chip it out. Mason City keeps it in. Shot, but blocked by Visser, and that's going to hurt. Miss everything, Mason City. Mason City still working hard. 14:21 left. Erickson trying to chip it out. Toyne, yes they do. Here comes Taylor. Taylor, Erickson, Menzenberg. Menzenberg back to Taylor. Taylor stopped skating. He was coasting. Menzenberg gave it back to him. Menzenberg picked a pocket. Menzenberg working. Taylor working. Taylor took a hack at it off the Mason City stick. Menzenberg just got by Menzenberg. Out to center ice. Here's Heil and Worden on D. Heil chips it back in. No. Big man at the red line. Here comes Mason City, number 10, J.J. Hahn. J.J. chips it in. Chip and chase. Manthorn. Manthorn chips it back to the corner. Centering pass. Misses everything. Page defending. Heil and Worden there with Drake and Tanner. Back to Page. Page to Worden. Worden. Back to Page. Page has it. Has Drake all the way on the other side. Page will keep it. Page into the zone with Tanner. Page in front. Oh, he went through 5-hole but didn't get the net. There's Worden. And it's a penalty. Interference. They're going to get Page, number 3, captain from junior Sioux City East. James Page, number 3, for interference. 13:09 in the third period. Sioux City up 5-1. Yeah, so James Page was behind the net, and the Mason City player skated by, and James just left his stick down on the ice, and Mason City just skated over it and tripped. They call that 2 minutes for interference. Trip, interference, one of the two. Take your guess. So on the penalty kill, we have Lewison, Chadwick, Worden, and Heil. Chadwick sends it back the other way. Mason City regroup, 1:37 left. Lewison, Chadwick, and Heil and Worden in front of Manthorn. Mason City gains the zone, but no, they don't. Here comes Lewison. Lewison with Chadwick. Chadwick gains the zone. Chadwick just sends it deep. Lewison chasing. Lewison chipping it back. Mason City coming out. 12:27 left. 1:18 left in the power play for Mason City against Heil and Worden. Number 10, chopping vegetables. Centering pass for Mason City. Blocker save by Manthorn. Lewison gets it out and takes a big check on the boards by number 38 from Mason City, Grant LaRookie. Chadwick on the forecheck. Mason City gets a new set of fresh legs there and throws it diagonal into the zone, but out. Newman tried to get it out but can't. Chadwick tries to get out, and he does. 44 seconds left in the Mason City one-man advantage. Stretch pass all the way across. Metal throws it all the way in. Metal Matil, I guess I don't know exactly how to pronounce that. I apologize to the family. And Sioux City clears it down, 28 seconds left. Speaking of families in Mason City, Jack Phillips' mom and dad is here visiting their uncle Pat McAleer. Works for Fastenal, 33 years, started in Mason City. Opened up a Fastenal branch here in Sioux City. Mason City still in control, 5 seconds left. Newman battling with Deborah, the captain, in front. Carter Manthorn playing tic-tac-toe with the puck. Pad save to the corner. Here comes Max Beller. Max Beller to Page. Page throws it to himself. He has Novak. Page takes a big hit. Page turns. Novak in front. Oh, Page with a great pass to Novak in front. Tape to tape. Just a little too bouncy. Glove save, Manthorn. He'll cover up. 10:46 left in the third period. Sioux City Metro hockey. Face off to the left of Manthorn. Heil chips it out to Page on the half wall. Tanner trying to get it out. Tanner does. Tanner took a big check. Here comes Drake. Drake has Heil in center with Page. Drake shoots over everything. Out of play. Said it's tipped. Face off to the left of the Mason City goaltender. Tanner wins the draw. Drake back to Peterson. Peterson wraps it back in. Everybody's got to check up. Tanner does. Drake's there as well. Drake chasing now through this neutral zone. Mason City can't get a handle on it. Mason City falls down. Centering pass. Applying pressure. Peterson to the point. Here comes Tanner. Tanner looks, see who he has. He has Drake. Little too late. Had Drake right away. 3 guys were around Tanner. Tanner chopping vegetables. Everybody's trying to stop Tanner. Here comes Mason City the other way. 9:54 left. Page turns, looks, has Tanner on the half wall. Too far, out of gas. Deflected. Here comes Mason City. There's a back check by Tanner. Takes the puck away. Peterson up the boards to Page. Too far. Back to Mason City, number 10. And Heil deflected that. Page to himself. Page has Drake and Tanner behind him. Page shoots over everything. Out of play. Whew, that was at the end of the shift. So all 3 of those forwards were just exhausted. 3 new forwards. We have Joe Erickson, Menzenberg with Taylor. And Newman and Visser in front of Manthorn. 9:22 left. 5-1, Sioux City leading. Comes 28 for Mason City. Jackson Jones, 47 up the wall, speed tying. Over to Newman, Newman to Taylor, Taylor to Menzenberg, Menzenberg to Erickson, on sides. Taylor chasing, Erickson chasing. Sioux City, Mason City on the breakout. Visser pitches him, gets J.J. Hahn gets by. And Visser in the neutral zone. Here comes Erickson. Newman with a back check. Taylor throws it over to Menzenberg. Taylor gets it back. Taylor goes back and retreats. All the way to center ice. Intercepted by Jones. Jones will retreat. Back to Lewicki. Visser on the half wall to Menzenberg. Menzenberg chips it in. And a check off the puck. Here comes Visser. Taken away from Visser. Taylor has to back check. Novak takes a whack at him. Newman keeps it out of the zone. There's Menzenberg. Puck still moving. Newman keeps it out of the zone. And there's a stoppage. .803 left in the third period. Shots on goal, 27-15, Sioux City advantage. 8:03 left in the third, 5-1, Sioux City. Lewison with Chadwick and Novak. Heil with Worden in front of Manthorn. Heil back to Worden. Worden back to Heil. And Manthorn will cover up. .752 left in the third. Face off to the left of Manthorn. Lewison, Chadwick, and Novak. Mason City wins. Out of the zone. Mason City throws it back in. Too far for Lewison. Here comes Worden. Worden chips it up to Novak, but not out. Another shot. There goes Heil. Heil chips it over. Takes a big hit. Novak tries to get it out. Mason City keeps it in. 7:29 left. Worden goes the other way. Worden back to Heil. Heil up the half wall to Novak. Novak, and it's out. Here comes Chadwick. Chadwick has Lewison in center. He's upset with himself. He wanted to pass it to Lewison just a little too far. Lewison passed to himself. Now back to Chadwick. Chadwick backhand. Centering pass. Heil tried to pinch. Guy jumped on a stick there, and now it's going to be 2 minutes for tripping. 6:57 left in the third period. Sioux City 5-1. 2 minutes on the board for Heil. The big man, senior from Akron Westfield. Jarrett Heil, J-Rat, in the box. 6:57 left in the third. Face-off outside the zone. Tanner, Visser, Newman, and Page. Newman just clears it all the way down. 1:54 left. Mason City on the breakout. Tic-tac-toe. Gain the zone. Newman applying pressure. Newman took it away. Tanner wraps it around. First one there is going to be Mason City, though. Mason City keeps it in. Tanner on the sidewall. Here goes Visser. Visser chopping it up. No, kept in. Page defending. Page and Newman in front of Manthorn. Mason City is going to try to keep it below the goal, and Visser tries to wrap it around. He can't. It's kept in by Mason City. I think that's Jackson. Shot. Stick save to the corner. Minute 11 left in the power play. Shot on goal. Glove save. .601 left. 1:04 left in the one-man advantage for Mason City. Got our new penalty kill out. Peterson and Newman with Lewison and Drake Beller in front of Manthorn. Peterson throws it all the way down, high off the glass. 59 seconds left. 5:53 left in the third period. Sioux City up 5-1. Mason City is starting their breakout. Here comes Lewison, stretch pass. Newman's got to get there, and Newman does. Newman, very patient. Newman throws it around to Peterson. Peterson back to himself. Newman centering pass. Mason City up. Save by Manthorn. Stick save and penalty. Lewison, I didn't see what happened there. What are we going to get? Chase Lewison. What's going to be the call here? I didn't even see it. Interference, maybe? I think he checked a guy without the puck. So for 31 seconds, Mason City's going to have a 5-on-3. They had a 2-minute 5-on-3 they didn't score on before, so 31 seconds. Drake Beller did a nice job in front clearing that. Visser there with Drake defending. Drake defending. Drake chipping it. Drake has it. Drake clears it. Drake Beller. What an effort by Drake Beller. Five minutes remaining in the third period. All right, now we're one man down for 1:30. Power play by Mason City. Penalty kill by Sioux City. Shot. Deflected. Score! Visser was working his hardest to keep number 10, J.J. Hahn, out of the crease. He was leaning on him. The shot came from the point to the right of the goaltender, Carter Manthorn. Carter went to his left where the shot was, but J.J. Hahn just tipped it in as he was camped right out in front. I don't even know if it hit his stick. I think it just hit his body and went in, as Visser was draped all over him, trying to keep him from utilizing his stick. But I think it just hit his body or his shin pad or something. All right, they check up and we're good. Even strength, 4:25 left. Sioux City 5, Mason City 2, third period. Action. Sioux City Metro Varsity Hockey. Stolen by Drake Beller. Drake to Page. Page kicks to himself. Misses a check. Tries to get it back to Beller. Oh, Page still has it. Page kicks to himself again. Back to Tanner. Tanner in front, but no, he whiffs on it. Page still has it. Up to Peterson. Peterson shoots. Misses everything. Here comes Tanner. Tanner cycling. Tanner's skating, shoots. Misses everything. Drake has it. Drake back to Page. Page. Page back to Tanner. Tanner has it. Saucer pass to Peterson. Peterson shoots. Belly save by the goaltender. 3:42 left to go in the third period. Sioux City 5. Mason City Mohawks 2. Sioux City Metro Varsity Hockey. Newman Visser in front of Manthorn. Forwards are Taylor, Joe Erickson, and Josh Menzenberg. Mason City controls. Mason City goes back behind the goal. Menzenberg chasing on the half wall. In the breakout. Deborah chipped it ahead. It's going to be icing. And it is. Face off to the right of the Mason City goaltender. 3:28 left. I think at one point it was 22-11 shots on goal Sioux City. Now it's 29-20. Visser throws it back in. Mason City can't get a breakout. And there's a big check by Novak. Beller, Max Beller to Visser. Visser behind the goal to Lewison, I believe. Lewison to Novak. Lewison centering. It's deflected by Mason City. Novak has it. Novak looking. Taken away from Novak. Lewison still working. Here comes Mason City. Lewison checking. Lewison gets thrown off the puck. Max Beller looking. Max Beller in the corner. Lewison gives a big check. Newman pitches down. 2:30 left to go in the game in the third period. Newman still working. Max Beller comes to join. Lewison's there. Here comes Mason City. Here's Newman. Newman looking to score. Back to Visser. Visser shoots. Lewison's there. Lewison scores! Lewison got the puck. Newman hit it to Visser. Visser shot. It went behind the goal. Hit the back boards. Lewison got it behind the goal, threw it to the goaltender's back, and it went in. Newman made that play because he took it on the far corner, brought it all the way out. 2:17 left, 6-2, Sioux City leading. Highland Worden on D. Worden up to Tanner. Tanner into the zone. High with a big check. Worden tries to get it out, but kept in. Shot in front, tried to deflect by Mason City. Worden to Beller. Beller back to Worden. Worden to Tanner. There's Page with it. Page through the neutral zone to Tanner. Tanner got poke checked. And Drake poke checked it back. Tanner has it. Tanner toe drag to Page. And it's a shot. Save. A lot of traffic in front. 1:20 left. Back to Heil. Heil with a shot. Deflected. Didn't get there. Hit the Canadian flag. Our neighbors to the north. All right, face-off coming to the right of the Mason City goaltender. 1:17 left. Boy, the last 5 minutes of this third period just flew by. 6-2, Sioux City Metro Varsity leading Mohawk, the Mason City Mohawk. Mason City wins the draw. Back around the corner, trying to get the breakout. Visser pinching down. Taylor, and first one there. Newman keeps it in. Menzenberg. Mason City sends it to neutral ice. Visser's there. Visser turns. Visser to Taylor. Taylor throws it to neutral zone. There's Chadwick. Oh! Chadwick was lined up to take a big check, but the guy never threw it. Newman. Newman sends it in deep. Taylor chasing with Chadwick. 45 seconds left. Menzenberg has a stick on it. 30 seconds left. Here comes Mason City against Visser. Visser checked the man off the puck. Newman takes it back. 22 seconds left. Chadwick. Chadwick back to Taylor. Taylor has it. Taylor with Menzenberg. Taylor shoots. Misses everything. 10 seconds. Mason City in front for Newman, pinching down. Chadwick, 3 seconds left. Here comes Mason, and that's it. Sioux City Metro Varsity gets a win from Mason City, 6-2. Thank you for watching Sioux City Metro Hockey. I apologize, I can't give you a recap. I forgot my iPad today, but I'll bring it tomorrow so I can give you a recap of the penalties and such. So it's time now to go to the next link for the JV game, starting in about 25 minutes. Thank you very much for listening to Sioux City Metro Hockey.